we started seeing everybody's early reactions to The Flash. This movie is a disgrace to DC, and they gave it a 3 out of 10. He got Rebel Moon in his bio.
That further proves why I do not care about his opinion. He has Rebel Moon in his bio.
Oh, which means Snyder fan.
Okay,
which means
thank
he
you.
wants to,
We're Snyder fans.
Yeah, but we're also objective.
Yeah, like, feel me? No, I'm not, like...
Yeah.
That just threw his whole opinion in the garbage.
That's true,
bro.
that's true. So then somebody else said, hashtag restore the Snyderverse.
No.
This comes from Neil Woods.
Next tweet.
And he stuck up the middle finger at the Flash.
Next tweet. Come on, you see, like, this is a waste of time, bro.
What's up, guys? My name is Adler.
My name is Laku.
Welcome to another episode of Kaylex Encounter, and genuinely, I am sad. So The Flash came out, they were offering early screening tickets. We submitted them, and Warner Brothers didn't give us tickets. Guys, we wanted some early tickets, and we didn't get to see it, but we started seeing everybody's early reactions to The Flash. Before all of this happened, I was very confident about The Flash, before the reviews and everything came out, because they premiered it at CinemaCon. And I'm like, bro, if you're that confident about your movie that you'll let it play like literally a month and a half earlier than its initial release, then that means you got some shit on your hands. You can't miss when it comes to the Flashpoint storyline. It's one of the best comic book stories pretty much ever told. It captures emotion, it captures soul. The Flash messes up the universe because he wants to save his mother. Instead, he ends up effing everything up and he meets an alternate version of Batman. And we actually see Batman cry at the end. You know, it's really cool. Like, the Flashpoint story is dope. How could you mess that up on film? Right? So we're very excited about it. Of course, we got Ezra Miller drama and everything that's been going on. So everyone's keeping their eye very close to this, but the reviews are in. Rotten Tomatoes hasn't released anything. This episode is really going to be about reading off what people feel about The Flash. And it's mixed. It's mixed reviews. One of the first things that I seen that made me concerned was Us United Justice said, wow, I just got out of my showing. I gave it a shot to impress me. The Flash is genuinely one of the worst DC movies I've ever seen. Every decision felt studio mandated, and every Keaton one-liner felt so forced. This movie is a disgrace to DC, and they gave it a 3 out of 10.
Here's my thing. Twitter people, like...
Hold on, but wait. He got Rebel Moon in his bio.
That further proves why I do not care about his opinion. He has Rebel Moon in his bio.
Oh, which means Snyder fan.
Okay,
which means
thank
he
you.
Wants to,
we're Snyder fans.
Yeah, but we're also objective.
Yeah, like, feel me? No, I'm not, like...
Yeah.
That just threw his whole opinion in the garbage.
That's true,
bro.
that's true. That is true. So then somebody else said, hashtag restore the Snyderverse.
No.
This comes from Neil Woods.
Next tweet.
And he stuck up the middle finger at the Flash.
Next tweet. Come on, you see, like, this is a waste of time, bro. This is a waste.
Then somebody said, this is coming from AkiZach019. The Flash movie review. One of the worst movies I've seen in recent times. I had to check my watch a couple of times to see when it would end. The movie had so many action sequences but lacked soul, had no actual impact, and emotionally didn't connect at all.
Now go on his page and go to the search bar, type in Zack Snyder.
Let's do what you said. So he says, just watch Flash and it's bad. That's his bio. He did that in his bio.
Yo, I'm telling you, cuz.
4/24/23, Zack Snyder's new post on Vero. So he's very excited about Snyder's posting on Vero.
Buddy, he's a fan. There's no point in doing this.
On April 30th, 2023, Zack Snyder speaks on Ben Affleck speaks on Zack Snyder's filmmaking style. On April 27th, bring back Zack Snyder.
This is all within 3 days. How did they get tickets?
So it's looking like the people that don't like this movie
obviously have an agenda to push.
Yeah. And I wasn't expecting that. So then there's another one. So someone says, and this one, I'll explain who retweeted this one afterwards, but this one comes from Wes Greer. And Wes Greer says, I'm speechless right now. The Flash is easily the best DC movie released to date, and probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's a love letter to everything that's come before and sets up what's sure to be one hell of a future for DC films. The entire theater erupted in applause at the end, and the last scene, absolutely loved it. We'll be going back to see it on the 16th to see it again. Thank you. Hashtag Warner Brothers Pictures.
Now go to his page and then type in James Gunn. Either type in Gunn or Snyder.
So James Gunn retweeted this one.
I don't want to do this anymore, bro.
I
don't want to do this anymore, bro.
Let's go on his page and look up James Gunn.
There's no point, bro. James Gunn retweeted it. Obviously, he's in cahoots with him.
If you're excited about James Gunn's new DC studio lineup, make sure you check out these official DC titles that are the inspiration for the upcoming DC Studios films.
This is stupid, bro.
On this free comic book day. There's literally factions in this.
This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this, bro. I'm over the people. Did he have a blue check mark?
Yes, he did.
Well, folks, there you go. I envisioned it from the beginning. I saw this all coming. Like, it's crazy.
Now, this comes from that Ashley Aaron. Just got out The Flash, and it was not good. If you want to see it because of Keaton and nostalgia / fan service, okay, you might not love it at all, though. But if you want the Flashpoint told in a coherent way, watch the TV show. No way she just told us to watch the TV show for a coherent Flashpoint. I won't be doing that.
I feel heavy agendas being pushed.
Yeah, but yo, you know what though? A lot of Flash fans like the Flash show because of how campy it is.
No, a lot of
They tell the
CW
story.
fans like the Flash show.
I wouldn't say that.
I
wouldn't
don't
say
know
that
any
because I
Flash
like the
fans.
CW and
I
I'm
don't
not
know
really
any
crazy.
Flash fans.
I like the Arrow. I like Arrow. I'm actually genuine Arrow fan.
You're a CW fan.
No, I'm not. I genuinely like Arrow. Arrow is like my top 5 favorite TV shows ever. It's blocky in certain areas, but like Arrow is one of my favorites.
You
How
watch
much more
Arrow
are we
from
doing?
start to finish?
Yeah. Every single episode. Yeah. And then somebody just says, this comes from Comic Book Nerd. He says, just got out hashtag The Flash. This ain't the savior that Warner Brothers and DC are hoping it will be. At the end of it all, what are you thinking? What's your verdict?
Twitter's not a real place. Twitter's divided into factions. They love to argue amongst each other. Obviously, one side's more toxic than the other.
So I'll say this, right? I mean, we're documented Zack Snyder fans, right? But at the end of the day, we also acknowledge, like, bro, it's time to move forward. If the Snyderverse is done, the Snyderverse is done. There's solutions to how you could still make the Snyderverse work, whether it's going to be through video games or animated or anything like that. The problem is that people are still holding on. Let go.
No, you're still holding on. Let go.
Let it go. It's time for DC to move forward. DC wants to make some money, and we haven't really seen anything just yet from the new DC universe, so give it time. Like, I still technically don't count The Flash as the start of James Gunn's universe because this movie came out in the middle of when he was in transition. Yes, it helps reboot the universe, but like the first real thing I think is going to be Creature Commandos, and then it doesn't really kick off until Blue Beetle and Superman come out, which is there's still a gap there. So
Blue Beetle comes out this summer, bro.
yeah, but that's still a gap between Blue Beetle and Superman. Like, it's not really gonna kick off and then like be like, oh, here's the future, like here's the hope. You know what I'm saying? So that's my verdict on all of this. I don't think these people are that trustworthy. Of course, I'm gonna go in for my own opinion. I'm genuinely surprised that I read other people's opinion before I got to see the movie. I'm just confused because Tom Cruise saw it, said he loved it. Stephen King saw it, said he loved it. And so I'm thinking that's also just Warner Brothers and DC with a marketing budget. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I wasn't taking their thoughts and opinions too serious either. But hey, we'll let you know what our opinions are on the Flash movie when the movie comes out, June 16th. Go ahead, click subscribe if you want to know what we think about the Flash movie. Click that bell notification. We'll be sure to send that out. And we're excited to see you guys return for our review. And we'll see you in the next encounter.
Peace.